Okay, dear students, in previous lectures we studied about the metals and non-metals. Following topics, particularly introduction, definition of metal and non-metals, physical properties of metals and non-metals, physical properties of metals and non-metals, we have did already. In case of metal, we have started the chemical properties. In yesterday's lecture, we have done two particular reaction with oxygen and reaction with water of the metals we have discussed. So now further we are doing the chemical properties of metals. Okay, in which case we have to study that reaction of metals with acids. Okay, like sodium, potassium, magnesium, any acid particularly you will take metals, acids like HCl. We are taking dilute one first. Okay, dilute means to say concentration of acid is less in the solution. So you will see that they all will react. Like suppose sodium will form sodium chlorides and hydrogen gas will get released. Gaseous substances always shows with the arrow upward, mean to say liberated. So all metals react with acids to form salt and with the release of hydrogen gas. But if we talk about some more metals like which are less reactive, these are the reactive one. These all elements react with a dilute HCl to liberate hydrogen gas. But not all. The below one like copper, if you take the HCl dilute in condition, there will be no reaction take place. Okay, even in this case, if you talk about sodium, potassium, magnesium, potassium will react more faster, mean to say hydrogen will liberate more rapidly than the sodium, then magnesium. Okay, because their reactivity is in the same manner. Now below hydrogen there is copper in the reactivity series. That's why copper is not able to react with the HCl. But it can react with the, you can say, concentrated, mean to say solution is when higher. Okay. One more thing we can tell about you that there are some oxidizing. It is not true that in all cases with all acids these metals release hydrogen gas. Okay, this is only happens with oxoacids particularly. If we taken some oxidizing acid like HNO3, okay, and we use some metal particularly aluminium. Okay, so in that case your salt will form. This is nitrate 1. Salt will form, but the hydrogen will also get oxidized, mean to say water will get formed. Why? Because the hydrogen release will get combined with oxygen to convert it into water. That's why in this case this is oxidizing acid. These are oxidizing acid. So in case of oxidizing acids there is no release of hydrogen gas. Okay, if you talk about HCl, H2SO4, these will release hydrogen gas particularly. Okay, so all metals react with acids particularly to form the salt and hydrogen. This is one of the chemical properties. Now the next one is replacement of metals in any salt. Mean to say in salt they can replace them. Like if you react sodium with copper sulfate, so they will form definitely Na2SO4 plus copper. Mean to say reactive element displace less reactive element from the salt and it forms salt with itself. Copper will less reactive, that why it will get displaces. This reaction is known as a displacement reaction particularly. Okay, because reactive element displace less reactive. So this is the reaction also shown by the metals with each other. Okay. Now the next chemical property is about reaction of metals with halides, metal with halides you can say, or halogens. In your book particularly they will show the reaction with halogens like sodium plus chlorine gas. They always form NaCl. Okay, they are reactive, particularly metals are quite reactive towards the halogens. The halides they are formed is of ionic nature. Okay, reactive metal react more rapidly, less reactive metal react with at a higher temperature. Okay, when we heat it, they will react with and form the halides of particularly ionic. So all metals react with halogens to form the particular metal halide, like sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, okay, copper chloride. But you know that according to their reactivity, more reactive the reaction will be more fast. In case of the less reactive substance, the reaction is less speed, move with less speed. Okay, now another property, chemical property you can tell about reaction with hydrogen gas. First of all thing, all elements do not react with hydrogen because hydrogen is almost non-reactive gas. But some reactive elements like sodium, lithium, potassium, they react with hydrogen and form the corresponding hydrides. Mean to say sodium hydride, lithium hydride, potassium hydride. Such kind of hydrides will get formed. These all are ionic in nature. Mean to say, as hydrogen is acting as a H negative over here. Okay, our metals are acting positive, cations. Okay, so the hydrides are, and only in reactive case they will form the hydrides. In case of a non-reactive elements, hydrides are not formed at room temperature. Why? Because hydrogen is almost non-reactive gas. It is a quite stable gas. It is not easy to break H2 into two different H. It's needed a high amount of energy. So that's why it is not reacting with less reactive elements. Okay, so these are the chemical properties particularly. I am again listing one by one what are you have done. Reaction with oxygen, the first case you must discuss. Reaction with water. Reaction with acids. Okay. Reaction with halides, or you can say halogen. Reaction with hydrogen. These particularly some chemical property you can explain on the basis if you want to explain the chemical property. These reaction at least you have 4 or 5 reaction you have to explain about metals if you are needed to explain the chemical properties of metals. Okay, now we will talk about non-metals. Okay, non-metals. Physical property we have already discussed. They are non-lustrous, non-conductor, less denser than the metals, melting boiling points are quite lower as compared to them. Okay, but let's talk about the chemical properties. Chemical properties of metals. First, the same thing, whether they react with oxygen or not. So definitely they will react with the oxygen, non-metals particularly. Okay, sulfur is forming sulfur dioxide, nitrogen form nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen have a lot of number of oxides, particularly sulfur as well. But these all oxides, you mean to say non-metal oxides, are acidic or whether acidic in nature. Okay, metal oxides are basic, but some metal oxides we have already discussed are amphoteric. Mean to say in reaction with metal with oxygen, the oxides form are of two kinds. One is you can say basic nature. Mostly metals oxides are basic nature, but in case of the some metals like aluminium and zinc particularly, the oxides produced are amphoteric. Okay, in some cases non-metals, like in case of carbon, when you are reacting with it, is form carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide also of acidic nature, nitrogen dioxide also of acidic nature, sulfur dioxide also of acidic nature. But some In these cases, some particularly carbon monoxide and N2O particularly dinitrogen oxides, these are also get formed, but these are neutral oxides. Neutral oxides. So in all we can say there are four kind of oxides possible. One which are having basic nature, these are formed by the metals. One which have amphoteric nature, these some particular elements form, metals particularly. If you talk about acidic, all non-metals oxides are acidic in nature, but some particular oxides like carbon monoxide, dinitrogen oxides are neutral oxides. So four kind of oxides with every elements are possible for different elements. Now why they are behaving acidic? Why? Because when these oxides, particularly of any these oxides, when react with water, they produce acids. When we put them in water, they produce acid. Like this is sulfurous acids, this is carbonic acids, this is nitrous acid. Okay, so these are acids produced, and these gases are also made responsible for the acid rain. Okay, so that's why we are calling them acidic oxides. Okay, now this is the first property we discussed about the non-metals, that reaction with the oxygen. You will tell that they are acidic in nature. You have to prove the reason that why they are acidic in nature. Okay. Now the next thing, reaction with acids. Okay, so non-metals do not react with acids. They do not show any reaction with acids. However, some non-metals particularly show reaction with oxidizing acids. You know that these are oxidizing acids. With these they can show particularly listing in the formation of oxacids and water formation, and NO2, nitrogen dioxide also get released. But only particular metals, non-metals are showing this reaction only with oxidizing. However, if they are talking about reaction with acid in case of non-metals, we will clearly say that non-metals do not react with acids particularly. Okay. Now the next one. Okay, reaction with halogens. Halogens mean to say halide. You can take any halogen. Like X is if representing halogen, mean to say chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, any halogen. All they will show the same reaction with different non-metals. Like I am taking phosphorus this time. Okay, P4 particularly exists. Let's start with the chlorine. So they are going to form PCl3. Okay. If you go for the another non-metal, like if you discuss about the phosphorus, like if you will start with the phosphorus with the bromide also, so at that time also they will form bromide particular PbR3. PCl5 and PbR4 also possible, but they are not stable particular. These are the stable one, halides. Okay. So you will say all non-metals react with the halides to form their particularly halides. Okay. Now reaction with hydrogen. So non-metals react with hydrogen. Okay. At a higher temperature, obviously hydrogen is a non-reactive gas, so obviously at a high temperature case. So hydrogen react with sulfur as well, hydrogen react with nitrogen as well, the formation of H2S, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia particularly in this case. Ammonia is a gaseous, hydrogen sulfide also is a gaseous substance. Okay. So these kind of hydroids are formed, but these are in nature are covalent, while in case of the metals, the bonding in the case of hydride is ionic, while in case of non-metals, the bonding is particularly covalent. Okay. Now, reaction with acid, hydrogen, halides. Okay. If we talk about the non-metals reacting with water, particularly reaction with water, if we say. That's true. So you know that mostly substance in the non-metals are gases particularly. Okay, so they do not react much vigorously with the water particularly. Okay, so we will show they will not forming the reaction, but their oxides particularly form the reaction. They become reactive, their oxides. So non-metals are not reacting with water at room temperature. Non-metals not reacting at room temperature, you will see. So these are the various chemical properties you will explain regarding the non-metals. I am again listing at least these one you will always tell. Reaction with oxygen in both cases, with metals and reaction with oxygen, reaction with hydrogen, reaction with acids, reaction with halogens, and whether they are reacting with water or not. These are the chemical properties you have must know. So today we have completed the physical and chemical properties of both metals as well as non-metals. So your homework regarding these is to read up to here, read up to topic. Second, sort out 10 questions and their answer as well in your rough notebook. Okay, thank you.